Go.
Welcome everybody to Just Mitchin. I am the one, the only Mitchy. I'm sitting here with Mr. Abe. How you doing today, brother?
Doing good. Doing good. I think you've had a more exciting day than I have. So
Yeah, well, somebody figured I'm now the tech guy of the place. I've got this all figured out. I mean, I got a soundboard and it lets me change my voice to a bunch of weird noises and that kind of stuff. Watch this. I'm making everybody
laugh. I sound like a 5-year, like a little baby, and if I hear myself, it makes me laugh, so I turn that off.
what else? What else did you do today?
What else did I do today? I went for a little walk. I streamed. Did a lot of the stream for almost 4 hours.
Yeah, you've been grinding. I've been seeing the Twitch.
Yeah, we got up to 14 followers now because we did a little giveaway. Nobody said they wanted to do the giveaway today, so I said no giveaway on YouTube. We decided that, but there will always be more chances too. And I just think competing with the World Series is a little tough. We're a little crazy to even try this, but I think you have to be consistent on what you do. And then every day it comes. But I did get to talk to Pete Rose today, motherfucker. The hit king himself.
What did you talk about?
Well, I got 30 seconds to ask him a question, and I asked him why he played the game the way he played. He's Charlie Hustle. He played it harder than anybody else. And he said it's because he owed it to the fans. And that's the only way to play it. And we don't play to have fun or play for shits and giggles. We play to win. And I clapped and said that was the greatest thing ever because I think we have a lot of pussies in this world that want to play ooh, I just play for fun. And we play to win. But
how do you feel about in Little League or kids sports when they give out participation trophies?
It's fucking stupid. We got him. I hated him. If I didn't deserve it, I don't want him. If you aren't first place or I don't even like second or third. I get silver and bronze. But if you ain't first, Ricky Bobby said best. If you ain't first, you're last, man. It's all about winning. You don't get second place trophy in this World Series. The loser goes home and somebody gets to raise that World Series trophy. They get to go celebrate in the clubhouse and all that amazing stuff. Whoever loses it has to watch.
Yeah, I think that's the participation trophy generation. I think started right before us, and then that's why we have so many people that are so soft. Yeah,
Entitled.
We have a soft generation because of that.
Yeah, it's the whole issue that we got going on in this country. I'm not allowed to get into that, but it's because everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be equal, but their equal is a little bit more than somebody else's equal because their whole life they've been told they're a winner. No, you batted 125, you're a fucking loser. Sorry, get off the team. I'm not going to be nice. I coached for one season. I got told I needed to calm down. I was right out of high school, and they're like, dude, you can't be like that. Because I made a kid run because he gave me the wrong look. Dude, I had a coach make me run because I farted in the dugout.
Oh, I've had coaches that have been way worse. There'd be Saturdays. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but you played high school baseball in the Midwest?
No, here in the Northwest, but it's probably the same. Tell me.
It's probably the same. So Saturdays are doubleheaders within your conference.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Okay, so Saturdays would be doubleheaders within your conference, people.
Okay.
Schools, and then so if we had a bad practice the day before, or a bunch of kids would have bad grades or whatever, we would come in. So the games would start around 11 noon or whatever. We would come in and we would run. And the way we would run, he would be hold the bat above your head.
Yeah, stupid shit.
And then run triangles, from home to the right field pole to across the field to the left.
Yeah, run poles.
And then run back. And I'm just dude. And I I didn't mind doing it. It sucked, but I was never the one that got in trouble. I never had bad grades. I did not do anything. And it was funny because, senior year, one of my sophomore year's coach was my homeroom teacher. And then they were going around to take pictures of like for the yearbook for your senior.
Okay. Yeah.
And so basically, I'm not saying this to like brag or anything, but I was in like the top. I was like I was in like the top 5% of like my class. So then
I could have pictured that. I mean, you're good. You're Asian. If your parents don't accept failure, like
yeah, that was a
they're
big
like
thing.
they're
Yeah.
like you got B. Oh god, that's terrible, Mitchell. But like,
No,
am I
but it
wrong?
was
Am
like
I
that.
wrong?
It
Like
was
if you
literally
got
like
if you got a B, it was terrible. Like my parents were like, you got a C. Congratulations,
no.
good job. Like because I
So when
barely
I
went to school.
right, see, that's what I mean. And like, so like the person comes in, and I was out of the class, like I was doing something else, and like she gave him a note, and then when I came back, he looked at me. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you got like good grades. Like I didn't know you were smart." And then I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, I knew you never got like bad grades because that's the only reports they get. They never get like, oh, this kid's getting all A's or whatever."
Yeah.
Right. And so we would run before games, and like he got fired. Like he
Oh
got
really?
fired because of
Because he
that.
ran you too hard.
Yeah, and I thought it was dumb. Like he was great. Like he played in the minors. He was in a video game, MLB like 12 or something like that.
Oh nice.
And
No,
yeah, it was fun.
I had a high school coach because I went to 4 different high schools. I think I told you I bounced around a lot. I had this one coach who was my sophomore, and my junior season, like I probably wouldn't have played because of him, but he made us run. Like we had like this boot camp that was early in the morning at like 5 a.m. and like
Yeah.
working out. And I'm like, this is not baseball. I'm sorry. Like I'm very much of the mind that, and I mean, now we've seen that you have to be, I mean, there's still fat baseball players. I'm a baseball player. I'm not an athlete. I had a coach my senior year. He made me run poles and I started walking. He's like, what the are you? He's like, what the fuck are you doing, Mitchie? And I'm like, I'm walking. He's like, why? I was like, I'm tired. And he goes, why? And I was like, because I'm a baseball player, not an athlete.
Yeah, no, it was as bad as it was, like it sucked to run. My conditioning that year, I could literally run forever. Just
Yeah.
because, you'd run so much that, and another thing that I didn't like about him though was like, so in the Midwest it gets cold around when baseball season starts. And
Cold? When does baseball season start?
we would start in like March.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Right?
We
It would
started
be like,
March, dude.
yeah.
That's cool.
So then it would be cold. It would be snowing even sometimes. And like, we'd be inside in the gym in the basketball like thing.
Yeah.
And obviously they can't hit like real baseballs in there. So they have those like
the
squishy
rubber
ones.
balls. Yeah.
And he would just like, nail them into the ground, and it would come at you so hard. And he'd be like, if it got under your legs, he's like, get down, like let it hit your chest. And I'm like, yeah, but I would do that in a regular game, but I'm not trying to like go home with bruised ribs because you were angry, like
being a dick.
yeah, legit.
Yeah, that coach at Newburgh was a dick. My best coach was my senior year, Brad Neffendorf. Dude, he was like our age, coaching a bunch of high schoolers. He now coaches. I think he coaches D1.
Oh wow.
What is it? Last time I looked, it was Louisiana Seaport. Dude, he was funny. I very much enjoyed my time with Brad. He left the school, but he got fired because he banged one of the other players' moms.
Oh no.
You know what we didn't discuss in our pre-show, and we can discuss right now because people can see how that we actually talk and just don't pick someone. We didn't do Hobby Hero.
If we didn't do that in our last.
No, we don't do that on Tuesdays.
To do that on Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, well, on Tuesdays we honor the person who won, and on Fridays we pick. So I'm pulling it up right now. So we have 3 nominees. It looks like this is from Debbie. I nominate Deb. I can't read that. Paolino, who is beyond generous with her donations to others in the hobby. She has single-handedly donated a case of Allen and Ginter for the past few years to Crack and Wax for his annual charity break and raise money for what's this? Big Brother Big Sisters of America. That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's only 2. And then another one, Tony Shrek, last week's winner. Tony won last week. We talked about him on Tuesday, but thank you again, Tony, and thank you for nominating. And then I nominate, Matt Castillo, besides being extremely generous in our efforts to help artist Lauren Taylor. He's a thoughtful, kind, caring, valued member of both the artist and hobby community. He's pretty big news. That's his podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
I almost want to say, since we only have 2 people, we pick them both.
Yeah. I'd be okay.
I think
with
that's fair. We go with 13
Mhm.
instead, because it'll be like after, by the time the 12 weeks is up, yeah, I'll just 13 instead. I think since 2 people, and I think Matt really deserves it. And I think if you donate a case of a case of Alan and Ginter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna write. Oh, she doesn't have her DMs open. She has
Oh.
to follow us.
That's all right. Just tweet it out.
Yeah, well, I'm on my. I have to figure out how to tweet on my computer. Okay. Hobby hero. What is it? Week 4. Week 4 winner. Week 4 winners. Anyways, where are we? Have you actually watched any of the World Series?
I literally don't watch the games. I watch the highlights and then I watch all the John Boy videos.
You're such a fucking millennial. I can't sit here and watch a 3-hour game and see what's going on.
It's so funny that you say that because shit, I forgot his name. Oh, Andrew. Wait 1 second. I have him on my YouTube thing. He's a comedian. So I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast this morning. Andrew Schultz. So Andrew Schultz is like a comedian he's not as big as like Kevin Hart or like even Joe Rogan or whatever.
Okay.
But he's been super popular on YouTube recently.
Okay.
So, and he was talking about so he didn't get a Netflix deal, Hulu, HBO, nothing like that, like for a comedy
Everybody
special.
gets a Netflix deal. I could get a Netflix deal.
So he didn't, right? So then what he did was he started putting out stuff on YouTube. And then he started putting clips. So he would like drop from his entire special. He made his own special and it wasn't like super successful. So he started posting clips and he was talking about how like people will spend like 2 hours watching like 2-minute clips, but they won't watch a 2-hour long like straight thing. And I was like, that is so true. And he's like, it's because, when you're watching clips, you're doing it on your own like
time and
choice.
Yeah, like I do that with TikTok. Talking about watching like 2 hours, I totally binge watched Bly Manor.
Oh, was it good? Did you like it?
Yeah, did you watch it yet?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Yeah,
I watched Hill House.
So I'm halfway through Hill House. So tell me anything. Hill House is way scarier than Bly Manor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bly Manor is a fucking love story. Sorry.
Bly Manor is
It's an epic lesbian love story. I'm perfectly fine with hot chicks kissing, right up my alley. Fucking, what is that called? Maginist or whatever when men are too manly. Oh no, I mean just fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
I like that.
I mean, it was really good. I like Bly a lot. I like how it's the same actresses and switching their thing up. But Hill House is fucking creepy.
Hill House is a lot scarier. Yeah,
it's jumpier, and I don't find it. To me, this isn't scary. Scary is like Saw or like
spooky. Yeah,
it's spooky. It's creepy. It's like it's like watching. I don't consider Alfred Hitchcock scary.
Okay.
But I think being creeped out is way worse than being scared.
Yeah, I think
being terror is way better than like a scream queen when you get the jump and you're like, oh, that was stupid and I really hate you for doing that. I more like the build up and you're waiting and then the story and then the big flip with fucking Hannah Gross, she was dead. Like I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think off.
It really goes like Hill House goes really deep into the story. I think that's what made it good was like it was so tense the entire time, but also there's something like you're curious. You want to keep watching.
Well, I want to know what's behind that fucking red door. Don't tell me because I'll rip your nuts off.
Even if I tell you, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it.
Yeah, you'd have to watch it. It's so like, I don't think I could explain it.
Anyways, before we talk about baseball, I should do my Dugout Mugs plug. Dugout Mugs. If you don't have a Dugout Mug, check them out. I just won a signed Pete Rose Dugout Mugs. They're always giving away stuff for free. I don't know how this company makes so much money when they're always giving shit away for free. I mean, they've given me over $100 worth of free shit. And then you add this freaking signed thing, it's almost $200 now. But anyways, they don't give everybody free shit. You got to earn it or like partner up or whatever. But if you want to buy a Dugouts mug, go to dugoutmugs.com/Mitchin. I'm a terrible salesperson, but we need to get Abe a dugout mug one of these days. I have to figure that one out. But let's talk about the World Series. Game 1, we actually were broadcasting live when it happened. LA won 8-3 over Tampa Bay. Kershaw wasn't playoff Kershaw. He actually pitched a good game. He had 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Tyler Glasnow, on the other hand, was 4.1 innings, 3 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. And he had 6 walks and only 8 strikeouts. I don't want to say only 8 strikeouts because 8 Ks is a big number, but 6 walks is a lot. And then game 2, which is really good. I caught the end of it, didn't catch all of it. Tampa Bay won 6-4. Tony Gosselin started, but he only pitched an inning and a third. Snell came in, pitched 4.2 innings. Dude, he had 9 Ks in 4 2/3 of an inning. And then Nick Anderson got the win. And I forgot his stats. It's exciting because this has been good baseball. I mean, it seems when LA wins, they blow them out because right now we're looking at 6-1. LA is beating Tampa Bay. I'm going to update that so I remember because I'll mess it up. I mean, it's been a fun World Series so far. I've enjoyed it. I definitely think I thought this game would have been, I thought if any of the games were going to have like be low scoring, Buehler versus Morton, I thought would have the potential since Walker Buehler is basically unhittable during the postseason. And Charlie Morton's pitched in his fair share of World Series, especially versus this team because he's done it with the Astros. So we'll have to see how the rest of this plays off. But it's had the long ball. It's had the moments like of, oh my God, it's had the catches. I've enjoyed it all. What have you enjoyed most of this World Series?
I think so. Before I go into that, I woke up after the game 1, and then I was looking at the stats, and I saw Glasnow had pitched 4 innings, and then I didn't see the base on balls.
Yeah,
I didn't see the walked stat, and I saw 8 strikeouts and 3 hits, and I'm looking at the score, and his earned run is 6, and I'm like, what is happening? Is this wrong?
He walked everybody in his
mouth. And then I was like. And then I scrolled down because you have to I went into the advanced ones. It said 6 people that he walked, and I'm just like, oh my, that sucks. Like if you take out the walks, that stat line is really good.
Oh no, it's really good. And I mean, we got to remember Tampa Bay. Even if he had didn't have the 6 walks, they would have probably still pulled him because they pull everybody. Yeah. Before it gets bad. But I just saw this stat on the TV. Austin Barnes is the 2nd player in MLB history to have a sack bunt in a game and a home run. That is such a weird thing to actually happen.
A sack bunt and a home run
in the same game.
Is that weird?
I think that's weird, especially in today's baseball. How many people sack bunt?
If you're hitting homers.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but still, how many people sack bunt? So far, yeah, I'd definitely say my MVP so far be Brandon Lowe. I mean, he's not 2 homers.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. I mean,
Bellinger's so bad in the playoffs still. I think he's sitting under 100 right now.
Yeah, you'd expect him to be better, but I don't know. He's maybe, it'll take him a bit like Kershaw.
Yeah, but Brandon Lowe's 2-11 with this World Series. He just has 2 bombs. So I mean, maybe he's not my World Series MVP, but I mean, that was 2 big bombs the Wednesday night that helped them out. Today's the only home run I have tracked was Justin Turner's because most of this game I've been talking and doing multiple other things because I can't multitask. I only can do one thing at a time. But I'm excited. I'm excited that, we're in the World Series. I never thought we were going to get this far. I didn't think it was going to happen at all because of COVID and everything. And we're seeing a World Series in front of fans. And on top of that, it's been a lot of fun baseball.
Yeah, but, I'm glad. As much as I said that it would be a sweep. I'm glad that it didn't end up being that way because it just makes it more interesting.
When you said sweep, I thought you were an idiot. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know baseball that well.
No, right, and I get that, but it's at the end of the day. I mean, I can't think of how many we'd have to look that up. How many World Series have gone in a sweep? But it's baseball, dude, and you might say, "Oh, you don't know baseball like super well."
I played baseball, so I should know.
Yeah, anything can happen in baseball. The worst team in the league in 7 games can beat the best team. They can win 4. It can happen.
It's happened 21 times.
21 times in over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when was the last one?
Let's see.
The only one I can think of is Red Sox versus Cardinals. They swept them in 2004.
Oh, the Giants in Detroit in 2012.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's literally been 8 years since the last time that happened. That's not that often. When you really think about it in the history of baseball, there's been over 100 World Series, and it's happened 21 times.
Actually,
that's like talking about a perfect game.
Yeah, exactly. But now that you say that, look at this is interesting. 1998 and 1999, the Yankees, obviously.
Yeah, they swept them.
But in the 2000s, there's actually been a lot. 2004, 2005, and 2007, and 2012.
All right, hold on. 2004 was Cardinals, Red Sox. 2005, was that Houston White Sox?
Yeah.
And what was the other one? 2007? Oh, fuck. Colorado, Tampa Bay?
No, Colorado Sox. Red Sox.
Damn it. Dude.
That was close. It's impressive, actually.
People call me Rain Man when it comes to certain things like that. And then what? Impressive. So 2007, and what was the other one?
2012.
Oh, okay. You already told me that. So, that's a few other times. And then what about in the 80s? Oh,
you want to go back?
Yeah, okay. Maybe I can get that. I mean, that's kind of fun.
89.
Oh, it was Oakland somewhat. Oakland Dodgers? No. Oakland, San Francisco.
Yeah. How do you
Battle
know
of the Bay Area. Because 1989 they had the earthquake.
Oh man.
All
right, how far back do you think you can go?
Probably.
What's the first one? You could probably guess this. 1907.
Yankees Cubs?
Tigers Cubs. Close
Tigers,
though.
Cubs.
I mean, getting Cubs isn't that hard.
Give me another 80s one. Was there another one in the 80s?
80s? No.
70s.
76.
Oh, the Reds.
Mm-hmm.
Boston?
Yankees.
Damn it.
You just flipped them twice. Actually, it didn't happen that much. So New York obviously has, the Yankees had the most sweeps.
27 World Series.
Yeah, and they had the most sweeps just
Who has the second most World Series?
The Cardinals.
Yes, there you go. I think I got 14.
Yeah. Until the 2000s, there hasn't been a ton back to back.
You got to think 21. There's not that much. No. I mean, and you got to look at it they're in the let's go let's just do 60s let's do the 70s because 70s you have it up. Mm-hmm. The Reds dominated the 70s. Mm-hmm. I think the Yankees won 1 or 2 in the 70s maybe. And Detroit won 1 in the 70s. But the Reds mostly dominated in the 70s, right? World Series wise.
Let me see.
I mean, the Pirates won in the World Series. They won 1970, 1971.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. 70. You said 71? Yeah, Pirates.
Who is 1970? Yankees? Just a guess.
Orioles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because that team was good. The 1970 Orioles. Who won in 72? Now I'm gonna make you do all the 70s because now I'm curious.
The Reds and Athletics.
Okay. I just want to know.
A's won. A's won.
A's won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reggie Jackson. I think Reggie Jackson was on that team.
3 years in a row.
The A's won.
A's won 72, 73, 74.
And then
the Reds
won.
twice, and then the Yankees twice, and then Pittsburgh, Philly, which is that's cool. Same state. And then Dodgers, Cardinals, Orioles.
Oh, who did the Cardinals beat in the 1982 World Series?
Brewers.
Damn it, because you looked it up.
I wouldn't know that. There's no way I would know that.
Yeah, that's when the Brewers were in the American League.
94.
It's so weird that I know that.
Strike.
Yeah, 94 was strike. 95 was. Hold on. So.
So year I was born.
Jesus, you're young. 92 though. 95. That wasn't. Yeah, that was the Yankees.
95.
No, 95 law. No, that's wrong, you idiot. It's the Braves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Yankees lost in 95 to the Mariners.
Yeah.
So the 96 was the Yankees.
Yes.
97 was the Padres. 98 was the Yankees.
97 was the Marlins.
No, oh yeah, the Miracle Marlins. Then was the Padres didn't win. They made it to it. I mean, yeah. Then the Yankees in 98. 99 was the Yankees. 2000 was the Marlins again, right? Or no, Diamondbacks.
Yankees again.
Yankees. So Yankees won three in a row, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. And 2001 was the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Was it and then you had who was 2002? That's
Angels.
Angels.
Anaheim.
Oh yeah,
that's so weird.
Anaheim, yeah. And then 2003
was Marlins.
2004 was the Red Sox. And then 5 was the White Sox.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, now I'm all over the place because now like I'm guessing as I'm going through. That's crazy, like how many different teams have won. And here's the thing that's gonna blow your mind. I think this is the longest stretch for the Yankees not to win a World Series.
Really? Since 2009?
Yeah. It's been 11 years. I don't think there's any other time they went that long.
Let's see. So from 1998, so the next one, 11 years would be 87. No, so from 1996 to 1985, they would have had to win, or 1985.
Well, they sucked in the 80s.
Yeah, so they won. So there's a gap. 1978 to 1996. So that's
the longest then.
Yeah.
So this is probably the second longest. And you know what all our like the people that are watching us are going like right now?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That's funny.
But anyways, enough baseball. Let's get over to football.
Let's do it.
I'm having so much fun. That was so great when my mom walks in. You have the worst laugh. So big news in the NFL today. I wasn't surprised where he went. Antonio Brown signs with the Buccaneers. Abe, how do you feel about that? And does he belong in the NFL after everything he's done? I mean, he's supposedly raped a woman. He's beat a woman. He's broken multiple team rules. I mean, the Patriots, the team that can turn Randy Moss into somebody who'll listen to a coach, couldn't even deal with him. I mean, the Patriots had a freaking murderer on their team, and he obeyed all their rules. They had a fucking murderer on their team, and he obeyed all the rules. And this motherfucker, Antonio Brown, got cut. So how do you feel about that? AB's back in the league.
I think here's my thing about AB. I think when he's on the field, he's one of the best receivers.
He's the
by
best
far.
receiver
He's
in the
the
league,
best receiver, yeah. And that's beneficial. And I watched him. So right before he left Pittsburgh, that season before he got signed.
Okay.
Before he left, so he was on The Shop, which is LeBron and Maverick Carter's show on HBO.
Super good show. It's the one time I actually don't like LeBron in it, but I really like Maverick Carter.
Maverick Carter, yeah. And he was on it, and I was watching the episode, and like you can tell he's a little like there's something wrong with his like how he is.
I think ever since Vincent Brissett fucking put him in the next week. Yeah.
And I think the thing is, you said perfect, right?
Perfect, yeah. I said perfect.
Yeah.
But it's perfect.
He's I think
he hit him so hard.
Yeah, and he has something wrong with him, and I don't think it's real like as with a lot of football players, I don't think it's really like him. Because a guy that gets drafted, what, 6th round?
Yeah, Central
Round.
Michigan.
Comes out of Central Michigan, and he wasn't like that before. Like, he's not.
I think it's a lot of the hits to the head. I think
Yeah.
also he probably struggles with bipolar disorder
Yeah.
and those things. I
Maybe
mean,
it's even undiagnosed.
yeah, it's undiagnosed. Yeah, because he's not going to go talk to anybody. I think that's a stigma in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the shit Dak got for stepping up and saying,
Right.
talking about his brother and stuff. And I saw some people
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, he shouldn't have ever talked about his brother because that's what he gets for breaking it." Like somebody said that's what he gets, like breaking his ankle and talking about mental health. And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're a terrible person." I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't think Dak Prescott's a great quarterback. I think Dak Prescott is a great human, though. To step up and talk about an issue that nobody else wants to talk about, especially in this sports. We don't talk about baseball players killing themselves. We don't really talk.
No.
We don't talk about basketball players killing themselves too often.
You know what we don't talk about? Soccer players killing themselves.
Yeah, soccer
Doesn't
players
happen.
don't kill themselves. I mean, NHL kind of has a little CTE issue. There have been some players, but not as bad. I mean, and they fucking fight. And when they get cranked, they end up on the ice.
Right.
But they've taken care of concussions over time. They've addressed it pretty quickly. I felt like being a fan of the NHL, other people might be like, "You're fucking wrong," and so what? We all have an opinion. But I think the NFL has been terrible about it. They've been absolutely horrible. I mean, when I played youth football, I think not till my 8th grade year, I had a metal mask. They were like the thick plastic ones from the 90s. And like, dude, I remember getting hit and hit people and going, "God damn, my head hurts."
Yeah.
It's like pounding.
Sure. And
that's a concussion now. That's considered a concussion.
Yeah.
And I had coaches go, "Stop being a pussy, get back in the game." And nowadays they take way more serious about it. And look at me, I do shit like that. Not even intentionally. That just happened at a great fucking time. I mean, my stuff's all concussion based with anxiety and bipolar and all that stuff mixed together. But yeah, addressing it. I think Antonio Brown shouldn't be in the league. He should be in a mental health facility or somewhere getting it addressed. I think Roger Goodell should have made that a rule before he came back.
I think he needs to get it taken care of, but I'm also I want to see him play. Like he's when he left the Steelers, he was not bad. Like he was not done.
He was still good. I mean, he didn't he score a touchdown when he played with the Patriots?
And there's like a clip, so I went back and I saw it on Twitter too. So right before when I saw the news, my friend was I was like put it in our group chat and I was like, "Hey, like look at this." And he's like, "Oh, blah blah blah, like he's bad, like he hasn't played in so long, he's gonna suck." So I went back and like looked at all his plays that he had with the Patriots. He played like 2 quarters or something like that.
Yeah, something
all
like
his
that.
Routes are great. Runs like crisp, nice, perfect routes. He's catching everything. He had an awesome touchdown. Like that was not like he was wide open. Like he snatched it out of someone's hands.
I think nobody else can run a route like him. He's probably the best short route runner in the game because you don't see too many of AB's balls thrown deep to him. He's not a Devontae Adams. He's not a guy who's going to go fight or a Dez Bryant that's going to go get that deep ball. Everything's short, and then he makes the rest of it. And I think that's why he's so fun in fantasy. And I'm so mad. Did you see who picked him up?
No, but I like went and looked, and I'm like,
me too. John got him.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be interesting because talking about fantasy, Gary and my dad are playing. The 2 best teams besides John are going into it this week. Yeah. So that'll be fun to see. Who's your fantasy matchup? Do you even know? Did you even set up a lineup?
I did set a lineup, but I did it like on
I'm worried.
Wednesday.
I've got Nolan Boyd, and I mean he's 2-4. Oh no, it's flipped. Flip the script. I'm supposed to win now, but my lineup's it's interesting going on right now. I'm taking some risks. I mean, I just don't know what to do. Like, I have CeeDee Lamb, AJ Green, and I might switch CeeDee Lamb because for some reason, what's his face has the number 1. What's their face? Washington has the number 1. They're the number 1 defense against receivers. Fucking Redskins.
My matchup. I guess what the difference is in the points.
2.5.
0.1.
Who do you have?
I'm playing against Allentown. I don't know who that is.
That's John.
That's John. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's projected to score 119.9,
Oh God,
and
how
I'm
funny would
projected to score 119.
how funny would that be if John and I both lost to you?
He left. He left Boston Scott on the bench, 18 points. Sterling Shepard, 17 points. And he played
jeez.
Darius Slayton. He has 4 points.
Oh, dude, that bites you in the
Did you
ass.
see the Danny Dimes run yesterday?
Yeah, and I don't blame him for running out of gas, man. That's a long fucking run. Have you ever run 100 yards with somebody chasing your ass? When they're running 100 yards and someone chasing your ass, fucking hey, I'd make it 10. Because I played offense like all the way up until high school. I played offensive line because I was a big boy and I played tight end. So the first time I ever caught a pass was I think my freshman year, and I got 4 yards. That's the most I ever did, because every other time when I played tight end, whoever threw me the ball overthrew me or underthrew me. Like I never caught a pass in high school. Like I have plenty of tackles and all that fun stuff. I was more of a defensive guy because I tried to play quarterback because I have a huge arm, and that was fucking epically terrible decision on my part.
Yeah.
But digressing back to Antonio Brown, how do I feel about this? I think he needs to get help, which I don't know. Maybe he did get help. Maybe he's addressed it. I saw those text messages, what he said to that girl. That is unacceptable. But once again, the NFL is all about money. It comes down to money, and he can make money. Him going and playing with the Buccaneers, that team is now scary, and I'm happy we didn't have to play them we're playing them this week. Well, he won't play this week, but in 2 weeks, like the Packers got lucky
9.
and got the missed it a week before. But Tom Brady, like you have to think about this: Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski. It almost sounds like it's a washed-up cast from like 3 years ago, but Brady's having a decent year. Gronk's finally coming alive. Mike Evans is banged up, but he's always banged up, and he's still a stud. I mean, Leonard Fournette could come back soon. Like this team it's loaded.
The depth at wide receiver, any of those wide receivers could be wide receiver 1 at any other team. They have Chris Godwin.
Yep, they have Godwin. And who's the other one? Shelby Miller. They've got him. He's pretty good.
And they've got Ronald Jones.
Which is funny because, of course,
in the running back.
Yep, Ronald Jones, who came out of nowhere. Not nowhere. He's a rookie, right?
It's his second year.
Yeah, second year.
Second or third, I don't know. Something like that.
He is. Don't care. It's Tampa Bay. They're going to be a flash on hop, and Brady's going to play 2 years with them and be done, and maybe a year. We'll see. But anyways, we usually do on Fridays, we do our game of the week. I picked Steelers versus Titans, talking about Antonio Brown, his old team. I like this matchup because I think it's probably the best game. It is the best game of the week. I mean, they're both undefeated. We discussed this on Tuesday's show. Like, who did we think was going to win? We kind of discussed some of this because we were talking about what teams can make the undefeated run. Dude, this is the Steelers stopped the run. This is probably the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, his yardage and touchdowns might not show it, but when Derrick Henry is going, that man is unstoppable.
Yeah.
I would take Tennessee's favored by 1.5. Over under is 51. I'm taking the under. This is going to be a defensive game. I have the Steelers in defense. I mean, Tennessee's passing isn't great, but the running is there. Steelers. I take Steelers. I think, especially with Chase Claypool coming out of Chase Claypool not coming out of nowhere. I knew at Notre Dame he was going to be an absolute stud. I'm a big Notre Dame fan. But he's a very talented receiver. And the one thing, Taylor said it on Pat McAfee this week, what they do so well is they draft these wide receivers from the north. Notre Dame, then you have Antonio Brown from Central Michigan, Antoine Randall L from Indiana. Like, they know how to get guys who can play in the cold weather. Yeah. And it's starting to get cold in Pittsburgh.
It's getting colder on here.
I think this game's I think it's going to be a close game. I think Steelers win. They definitely will cover no matter what if they win. So yeah, I think it's a field goal game, and the under. There's no way this game's going over 2 touchdowns each. Who you taking?
I think
awkward pause.
I was wondering if I should go with my game or comment on that, but I think.
I mean, you're supposed to comment, and then we each pick one. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. So I think I would take the Pittsburgh as well. I would take Steelers. Only because I think this comes down. Both teams have really good defenses. I wouldn't say really good on Titans end, but like the Steelers have a solid defense. Titans have a decent defense, but I don't see.
Do they now, Abe? Do they really have a solid defense right now, Abe?
Not the
ready to play a
Titans.
game?
Titans don't. But I think the Steelers take this just because their defense is just better, and I don't think, their offenses are matched up pretty well. Obviously, Big Ben is better than Ryan.
I don't know. Tannehill's pretty good, man.
Tannehill's not bad, but I'm saying I think Big Ben is better.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
how can you
100%.
argue that? That's not even like an argument. I'm not gonna.
One's old and one's like still relatively in their
Yeah.
prime. One was a wide receiver though, so
Yeah, so I think the Steelers take this. They'll definitely cover the spread if it's 1.5. It's not even like.
yeah, it's not even a real spread. Me and these close ass fucking weird games. I should pick one. Oh my god, they have fucking Santa.
Okay, and then so my game.
Ho, 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 ho. Does that sound like
I
Santa?
don't need to stop.
No, I found it, so I was like, I'm gonna just interrupt Abe with ho, 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 ho.
So I think I'm gonna take the Niners and Patriots.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the Niners are favorites here. Plus 105.
Okay.
1.5 point. All of these are 1.5.
It's a close week. That was a hard for me to
Yeah.
pick. Like I was like, I don't know what to pick because everything's tighter than a freaking virgin's asshole.
So the Niners, the Niners did well last week, and I think if they can beat the Patriots, and I will say that they're legitimate. Like they're legitimate to like at least wild carded in. If the Patriots don't win this, both of these teams have been bad. Like they've underperformed. It's underwhelming, right? And I think the Patriots honestly need to win this. So both teams need to win this. That's why I think it'll be a good team, a good game.
Yeah. I think the issues with the Niners is they've been so banged up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think Jimmy gonna start. I think Jimmy's starting. I think he's back.
Yeah.
I don't know. This should be a good game. I think it will be. I mean, I think defensively they're both very good teams.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on the quarterback plays. Cam Newton going to step up, or is Jimmy Garoppolo going to step up? And for San Francisco, really is going to go off their run game. Who on their team is going to really be able to run the football and start
on the
that?
Niners?
On the Niners, yeah, because Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good. In my opinion, he's not a good quarterback. He's a field manager. He's Alex Smith.
He's Alex Smith.
Yeah, that's about what I think of him. No offense, Jimmy G. He's shown that he can win, but other than that, I think he's boring as fuck to watch. I think Cam Newton's fun as fuck to watch. Mm-hmm. He's also annoying as fuck to watch because it's Cam Newton and he dresses like a woman. It's weird.
That's okay though.
I mean, yeah, you can dress however you want. It's 2020, but still dresses like a fucking woman. It's funny to watch somebody that big dressed like that. And then the Monday night game is Bears Rams. This is the best Monday night game I think we have this season so far.
Really?
I mean, they're both, between the two of them, have 3 losses. The Bears defense is good. The Rams offense is questionable. But it has the Rams. But they have what?
The Rams' offense is questionable.
I don't think their offense is that great.
I don't think it's great, but it's not questionable. They're like pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't think the Rams are that good, which is weird to say because you have the Rams, Niners, and Seahawks in that division who are all, and I mean, the last 5 years, all of them have made it to a Super Bowl. Yeah. None of them have won, which is really fun. I mean, none of them in the last 5 have won because Seattle only won one in 2013.
Yeah.
Shit. That Super Bowl is boring. I mean, I like the Bears in this one. Unfortunately, I'm going to say that because the Bears defense is excellent. But what about you? What do you think? I'm over talking football.
I think I might take the Rams just because I think
opposite of me. Always the opposite of me. Always got to go the opposite of what I'm saying.
I don't think Nick Foles is the guy.
No, Khalil Mack's going to eat his fucking life. Mario Edwards is going to eat his life.
That's okay, but I don't think just having one receiver that the Bears have. You know, who's the second receiver? Anthony Miller.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, the only one I can. I mean, yeah, they have
Yeah.
Robinson.
Yeah, Allen Robinson's the only
Allen
one. He's the
Robinson, and
number
Tariq
one, and
Cohen's
that's it.
hurt, but they have
Yep.
tight ends like up the yin yang.
They do, but I just don't see it. The Rams defense isn't bad, right?
No, I mean, and especially if you're gonna run, try to have fun running on
they have
Donald.
Aaron
And
Donald.
I don't know. Here's that other guy with him. I forget his name.
Did you see that video of Aaron Donald where he like pushes two like 300-pound dudes like they're like shopping carts? He just
Yeah,
video, like,
he's a weird person. He's a freak of nature.
weird
I think
person.
that's been. I mean, it is weird. I think that is definitely something that's been stated for a long time.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say with the NFL. I'm excited for these games this week.
I think this is the best week of NFL so far.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun talking about it on Tuesday. Tuesday is actually my favorite time to talk about the NFL because it's like you're going into like we get to recap everything we just saw, and then now like talking about what's coming up. I'm like, yeah, I just want to see it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the most exciting thing for me is seeing Tua play. But what Ryan Fitzpatrick said was heartbreaking because he's once again getting told to go watch somebody else play. We'll see. We'll see what Tua can do. Very easily, Ryan Fitzpatrick could be playing next week or in a quarter.
They have a bye this week, don't they?
No, I think they play this week. They might have a bye. It'd be smart to have a bye.
I think it's their bye. Oh, yeah. So their next game is against the Rams next week.
Fun. Welcome to the NFL, rookie. Anyways, you told me you're gonna have this awesome story. We're going hobby talk for the last 15 minutes of the show. What happened to you with bots? Were you trying to get
it's not awesome.
get their ex?
No. So this I was trying to get a bot. Okay. So what happened?
Wait, you were trying to buy a bot?
Yeah. So okay. So
you're a douchebag.
No, I'm not gonna buy cards with it though. That's not what I want it for. But you can. But it's a thing.
Shut the fuck up!
We're gonna listen anyway. So the way.
Okay, you can talk.
So it doesn't. The bot market is weird. Like I don't want to get too deep into it, but how it works is there's a limited number of bots, obviously.
Right.
Because if everybody had it, then like it would defeat the purpose of having it, right? So they release like a limited number of like bot keys.
But can anybody make a bot?
Time. Huh?
Can anybody make a bot?
No. Like you have to know how to like code and stuff, which I do.
Yeah, but like any coder probably could do it. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, it's not that easy. But either way, so they released this limited amount, and so I have like the notifications turned on for this Twitter account. In 2 minutes, everything sold out. Everything, all of the stock is gone. Some dude posts a picture with 20. He bought 20 bots, $5,000, $250 each. So
he probably makes $40,000 a year off those bots.
Well, no. So this is how it works. So when you buy a bot, right, because it's limited, there's a secondary market for bots. So like, so you know how there's secondary market for like cards.
So he flips bots. What a fucking loser.
So what you have to do to get a bot, in order to get a bot, if you can't get it retail, is you have to join like a third party like bot forum website thing, and then you have like, say I'm buying a bot from you, right? What'll happen is I'll give a third person the money, and you'll give the third person the bot, and then he'll do the exchange for us.
You know what these kind of guys do a lot of, Abe?
So
their mom's basement.
They and then they basically like you have to buy it on the $250 a $250 bot usually ends up costing like $700-800.
Stupid.
And
it's fucking stupid.
This guy, okay, so then this is where it gets funny. So this guy, he's like underneath. He's like, I'm selling this bot dirt cheap or whatever, right?
Right.
I'm like, okay, so I message him, and he says it's $150. Retail is $250, and I'm like, $150? And I'm like, it retails for $250. You're like suspicious. Like, why? What do you mean you're selling it for 150?
Right.
And he says, I just bought the new bot, so I don't need the old one. And then he says, my sister got in a car crash, so I'm trying to help her with her car because she's in college. And I'm like, okay, well, if you already had the bot, why would you buy the new one for 250? Why wouldn't you just help her with that money?
Is it just a better bot?
No, it's the same bot. He's trying to sell the same bot. That's why I'm so confused. And I'm like, this is just suspicious.
Excuse me, bitch.
Like, really? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's the only one besides Deadpool I haven't used, and I've been waiting like for the perfect time to use that drop. But like, excuse me, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, that
was his scamming like tactic. Like he was like, yeah, I'll sell you the bot that just dropped for 250 for 150. Like I'm like,
what a douche when you can sell it for like 600, 700.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of these bots?
So the bots,
is this why I can't ever get any sneakers on like Sneakerhead and stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say that word because it's really offensive, but it starts with an F and ends with a T. That's what they are. Dude, come on. It's a derogatory term towards gay people.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Come on, I just don't want to get kicked off of YouTube.
But
because that's a word that will get you kicked off of YouTube.
They basically buy, like a Yeezy drop.
Yeah,
right? And they just buy it all
they have
out.
their bot, and then no, that's stupid. Those guys, those are the same assholes who are sitting at freaking Walmart for 5 hours waiting for retail.
So. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
Those people don't do that because there's no point for them to do it. Like they just fucking run their bot overnight, and then like something drops, and they just buy like this.
It's the same assholes though. Like it's the same mindset. I think both people are assholes.
The problem I think is
just be a normal fucking human being.
That you can't. In this era right now, you literally can't compete without a bot. It's just not possible.
Unless you get, I like how Todd's does it. You don't need a bot anymore. Like on exclusive drops, I like how you get the email and you get put in the freaking raffle and you win or you lose. And I win everything. You know that. Like I'm really good at winning shit. Yeah. So one thing I've never won. I don't know what I'd do if I win. I'd probably like hit up you or John and be like, hey, you got 250 to drop? I'll send the box your way. Like for free. I just want to win it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, any of the Mariners cards, because I won this, you got to hook me up. And especially this year, it's Kyle Lewis. Talking about the hobby, dude, John has been having a hot hand lately.
Yeah.
Did you see what he pulled?
Robert.
Oh, Robert to 20.
Yeah, the auto, right?
The auto. No, here we go, which is even funnier. He pulled out of that. He also pulled an Ozzie Smith to 5. Then he goes in, to 5, not auto, but just a red parallel.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes today. He sends me 4 boxes of Bowman Chrome and a box of Topps Gallery. Pulls a Chris Bryant out of Topps Gallery, which is a very nice card. His Bowman Chrome autos weren't great. I mean, he hit Jesus Encarnacion from Miami and Andy Pages from the Dodgers. Never heard of them. They could be good ball players, or they'll be absolutely nobody. But I mean, still, like, that fucking pull is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think this has been the first like stretch of like a few months where I just haven't opened anything, just because I just
the only thing
Mosaic football is just impossible to get. And I don't understand what's going on, but Mosaic basketball is back in retail in some places, and people are getting them. I'm like,
it's because we talked about this. They're making more of it.
They're definitely making more.
Yeah, of course.
Because
they're making so much money off it. I think the only thing I could find was Peachy hockey.
That's always there.
I mean, it wasn't like I got like I pulled 2 really good cards out of it. I'll make $14, and then the rest of it I gave away. Because the rest of it, like, I didn't know that it's like what's a good product that does this to you? Like Panini does this to you with football. Like not every pack or not every
has an auto.
Has a fucking rookie in it. It's part of their insert.
Rookie?
No, like I think 2 out of the 3 gave me rookies.
Well, I guess
they're a special insert.
Basketball, there's always rookies.
NFL sometimes doesn't have it. Well, Prism always has rookies. It's like the king of the rookie, which is weird because Don Ross is I'm Panini. I mean, Don Ross always has rookies because it's the king of the rookie card.
rated rookie, yeah.
Yeah, the rated rookie. I don't know. The hobby's just, dude. When you're talking about bots, that shit just pissed me off. It's cheating. It's fucking cheating.
I don't think I see. The thing is, like, when you say that it's cheating, it's okay. So let me say something. So, like, say you have a shitty laptop, which you do.
I have a super shitty laptop.
So say you were playing games on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Say somebody else has like a $2,000 rig.
30,000 PC.
Sure, yeah, $30,000 PC. Like they have that, and then they're playing the same game, and because they have a higher FPS, they're better than you. It's the same.
I mean,
right? Like, it's just a technology thing. Like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I agree. It does suck.
I think these websites can do something that doesn't allow the bots.
They could. They
could, but they won't because
they won't.
I mean, it's not fun being a collector when you can't compete.
Yeah,
it's not fun being like it used to be. Like, I still love going to Target and Walmart, but it sucks so much when you walk to the cards and it just looks like it's been picked over like on Black Friday. Like, it's like, what's the point of collecting anymore? Like, on that part of it, like I'm so much more of an eBay collector. I'm just gonna go on eBay and find what I want. I'm not gonna rip packs anymore. It's not worth it at this point. Like, money based, and I've said this multiple times. I'm not spending $60 on a Mosaic Blaster.
No.
When it's $20, I'm not overpaying, giving you money just because you beat me to it. Like, because you're good at the flip game, so am I. I mean, I've made this entire thing off of a freaking Top Series 2 cards. Like, I got lucky because Fernando Tatis Jr. ended up being a god, and like the Mariners suck, but I still ended up making a collection out of that. Like, flip game's not hard. It's not anything special. It's just like with bots, it's not special. I mean, it just pisses me off. That's it. And it's what I said before in one of our very first episodes. It pisses me off because I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could drive and all that stuff, would I be in the line if I had that time? Sure. If I could make enough money that I don't have to work, yeah. But at the same time,
you would do it. But see, it's different because I think what most people in the hobby are mad about is that it's that they can't get it, and it's people that aren't in the hobby that are doing it.
Right. It's people that are in the hobby. But like, if I went to Walmart right now, I totally look like one of those guys. Socks and sandals.
But I do that too. I don't know why that stigma has like stuck, but I like go to Walmart like that all the time.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I wear around the house. It's comfortable. Anyways, I don't think I can get any more into this topic without, like, I'm going to keep saying the same thing over and over. Do you have anything to finish out the show? We have 3 minutes left. Oh, I have to piss like a racehorse.
Well, that I think we can end on that.
All right, we can end on that. Well, everybody, this is Just Mitchin. We did forget to do our esportsfurniturestore.com plug. If you go to esportsfurniturestore.com and you need a new chair like I do or Abe does, or
Antonio Brown needs one.
Antonio Brown needs
a
great.
But
if you use code Just Mitchin, you get 10% off. Anyways, do we have anything coming up? We have Tuesday show. I'll be streaming. I don't know when I'm streaming tomorrow because we do have 2 minutes. Did you see when the UFC's having their fights tomorrow? Like, this huge because it's Khabib versus Gaethje. It's a big fight.
Yeah.
2 p.m. Eastern.
What?
It's because they're gonna have fans in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
And not Saudi Arabia. I mean Abu Dhabi.
They're
gonna have fans. So then instead of the fighters actually fighting at like 5 o'clock in the morning Abu Dhabi time, they're gonna actually have them fight at a normal time so they can have fans and stuff, which is cool. It's just weird that I'm gonna be watching the fights at 2, so that's 11 for me. Like, that's when the main card starts. So like, if I wanted to watch early prelims, that's gonna be like 7. So stupid. But anyways, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'll watch the main card. I probably won't see any of the prelims because I'll just be getting up. But probably after that, I might stream. I don't know. You'll have to check us out on Twitter at Just Mitchin, and we'll let you know if I stream or not. Abe doesn't stream because he's waiting to get a PS5 because he's fancy. What else? I'm trying to think. I think nothing else. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Abe's gonna get the hell out of here. And
fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit.